Lots of people say that this LEGO Horizon game isn't very good, but is it better if you play it with a friend? My wife and I played the entire game in co-op to find out. If you're new around here, welcome to Gaming Gig. I share lots of co-op games, so make sure to follow if you'd like to know which games are and aren't worth playing. LEGO Horizon Adventures retells the story of Horizon Zero Dawn, one of PlayStation's big first-party games. This time though, it's given the full LEGO treatment, and you can also play it on Nintendo Switch. It's probably the best looking LEGO game I've ever played. The environments are gorgeous, and they appear to be made entirely out of LEGO bricks. There are 4 playable characters, and each has their own distinctive combat style. You start off with just Aloy and Varl, but as you play, you unlock Teersa and Erend. Aloy uses a bow as her primary weapon, Varl has a spear, Teersa drops bombs, and Erend wields a warhammer. You get to choose which character you play as, and if you change your mind, you can always swap in between levels. LEGO games usually have a strong emphasis on puzzles and collecting, but the gameplay here is much more focused on combat. Luckily, the combat here is good. It's pretty satisfying. You're often tasked with taking on big groups of enemies, and to take down machines efficiently, you have to target their weak spots. These enemy encounters are lots of fun, especially in co-op, but they do eventually start to feel quite repetitive. The bulk of the game plays out like this. You travel to a battleground and fight. Then you travel to another battleground and fight some more. Rinse and repeat over and over. In the short sections between battles, there are some puzzles and collecting, and in those fleeting moments, this game does feel a little bit more like a traditional LEGO game. There are also some really great looking cutscenes that tell the story, and although the self-aware LEGO humor does feel a little awkward when applied to the self-serious Horizon story, it at least does help to keep things fresh for those who are familiar with the plot. LEGO games are generally well known for being great co-op experiences. They're games where it doesn't really matter which one you pick, it's likely going to be really fun to play with someone else. LEGO Horizon Adventures may be the one exception to this rule, but it's not because it has a bad co-op mode. It plays perfectly fine with 2 people, and if I had to play it again, I would probably prefer to play it with someone else. The actual core problem is that this game just doesn't have much depth, and it doesn't matter if you play it solo or cooperatively, it's just always going to feel like it's lacking. The combat is fun, but after you've played the game for a couple hours, you've basically seen everything the game has to offer. It never evolves or becomes more interesting as you play. But I will say, this game may be worth playing if you're the type of person who just kind of likes to turn off their brain and relax with a video game. I know that sounds like a dig, but I promise it's not. We really did enjoy how relaxing this game can be. Overall though, I can't really recommend picking up LEGO Horizon Adventures, at least not at full price. It's not a bad co-op experience, but I'd say you're better off choosing almost any other LEGO game instead.